Well, welcome to this episode of the Hymn of the Week. We have returned to our Zoom format. Bruce is taking our technician. You don't see him, but he's behind the camera every week, and he's on a week of vacation, so we are returning to our Zoom format. Some of you will recall this. So Harry and I are happy to be in our separate offices, and we'll bring you the Hymn of the Week this way. So we have a bird theme going on this week, Harry, and we're going to read a couple of passages from Matthew's Gospel to get us going, and then I'm looking forward to your hymn story and, of course, the music in a few moments. This is Matthew 6, 25 to 27. Therefore I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat or drink, or about your body, what you will wear. Is not life more than food, and the body more than clothes? Look at the birds of the air. They do not sow or reap or store away in barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not much more valuable than they? Can any one of you, by worrying, add a single hour to your life? And then we turn over to Matthew 10, just a few more verses, starting in verse 29. Are not two sparrows sold for a penny? Yet not one of them will fall to the ground outside your Father's care. And even the very hairs of your head are numbered. So don't be afraid. You are worth more than many sparrows. Harry.
Our hymn of the week, His Eye is on the Sparrow, by Civilla Martin and Charles Gabriel. In our passages of the week, Jesus gave us two gentle commands. Do not worry, for God is our provider. As he provides for the birds of the air, will he not also provide for you and me? Are you not more valuable than they? Do not be afraid. God is also our caregiver, as he cares for the sparrow, which is perhaps the least of all birds. Will he not care for you and me? You are more valuable than many sparrows, Jesus said. Civilla Martin was born in Nova Scotia, August 21st, 1866. She taught school and studied music for a time before she was married to Walter Martin, a Baptist pastor and evangelist. She often traveled with him to assist in his evangelistic campaigns. In the spring of 1905, while passing through Elmira, New York, they stopped to visit some dear friends, Mr. and Mrs. Doolittle. She had been bedridden for several years, and he was confined to a wheelchair as an incurable invalid. Yet, despite their physical limitations, they lived happy and fulfilled lives. Somewhat taken aback by their vibrant spirits, they asked if they were ever discouraged. Mrs. Doolittle's reply was quick and simple. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know he watches me. Her positive response impacted Civilla, that within a short time she completed the lyrics to our hymn of the week. The words were set to music by Charles Gabriel, an associate to the evangelist Billy Sunday, a prominent preacher early in the 20th century. The hymn has since become a source of encouragement to many. The song was particularly well received in the African American churches, who sang it in the genre of their spirituals. It was sung by popular vocalists such as Whitney Houston and Mahalia Jackson, who was honored with a Grammy for her recording. Ethel Waters was a frequent guest vocalist at Billy Graham crusades. She sang "His Eye is on the Sparrow," accompanied by crusade choirs under the direction of Cliff Barrows. The hymn remains a staple in many African American churches to this day. In many of our churches, we sang it as a hymn with 3 verses and a refrain. Our musicians, Calvin and Heather Dyck, have produced their own arrangement of this hymn for piano and violin. It has become the most frequently requested hymn in their repertoire of songs. Listen to the music and follow the words as Calvin and Heather play their rendition of our hymn of the week, "His Eye is on the Sparrow," by Civilla Martin and Charles Gabriel.